Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Elizabeth Doroba. Officials have reported that Dominion Voting Systems, Inc. has taken responsibility for a spelling error that has resulted in the cancellation of over 6,000 ballots in Luzerne County. According to county officials, voters in the 119th Legislative District began reporting the misspelling of Representative Alec J. Rincavige's last name on Friday morning. In response to the issue, county officials say the Board of Elections reached out to Representative Rincavige to discuss solutions. In the end, both parties agreed that the ballots would be canceled and that postcards would be sent to inform the affected voters. Officials say the Board of Elections will be sending out new ballots to the voters impacted by the mistake. Residents who do not receive a correct ballot in the mail on October 26th can contact the Election Bureau at 570-515. Fire crews from Columbia counties responded to a alarm fire in Beaver Township on Sunday afternoon. Crews 100 block road in Beaver Township around 2:30 p.m. for reports of a structure fire and upon arriving at the scene, officials report that the structure was well involved with the siding on the residence melting. The fire was also reportedly emergency crews from Beaver Township, Main Township, Bloomsburg, Sugarloaf, Catawissa Township, Espy, and Shenandoah responded to, and the scene was cleared. No injuries have been reported. A man from Luzerne County is facing multiple charges after police threatened two of his tenants. 55-year-old William Everett of Drums has been taken into custody following an incident Friday morning. Butler Township Police, the incident took place at Everett's residence in Beach Mountain Lakes, where he was subletting a room to a male and female resident. Officials report that an argument had broken out between him and the two tenants that resulted in Everett pointing a firearm at the victims. Authorities say Everett fired a round from the gun directly behind one of the victims and began lighting an aerosol object while threatening to set fire to their air mattress. Officers arrived on scene and took Everett into custody as the residence. While executing a search warrant, investigators discovered Everett had rigged doors where the tenants stayed with a deadbolt to which they had and barricaded the windows with lumber and wire. Everett has been charged with the discharge of a weapon in an occupied structure, 4 counts of terroristic threats, and 2 counts of unlawful restraint, among other charges in connection with the incident. Coming up on WYLN News, Senator J.D. Vance announces an upcoming rally in Williamsport. Plus, Luzerne County residents compete in the first annual Babe Ruth Home Run Derby. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast, brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
WYLN News is brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Express Care, now open on the Airport Beltway in Hazel Township. Walk-in care 365 days a year for common illness and minor injuries. We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. Easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for a post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. And removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations, Route 93 in Escapec,
Or downtown Hazleton.
and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
FNL Doors, your trusted overhead door supplier for over 50 years, providing quality products and services to Eastern PA and beyond at 2 strategic locations. They carry garage doors from leading manufacturers like Rainer. They guarantee service for your home or business, from new construction to replacement doors, inspections, and service calls. FNL Doors stands behind every job, taking pride in the work they do. Call 800-344-DOOR or visit FNL Doors online at fldoors.com or visit their showrooms in Hazel Township or Schuylkill Haven. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 18 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their ski, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. 0384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
Welcome back to WYLN News. Hazleton police report that a man is facing charges for the alleged rape of a juvenile female. According to police, Arvin de Jesus turned himself into police on Tuesday, October 1st on charges of rape by forcible compulsion and involuntary deviant sexual intercourse. De Jesus Mercedes was arraigned and is currently behind bars at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility for failing to post a $20,000 bail. Officials report Vice presidential nominee Senator J.D. Vance will be hosting a rally in Williamsport on Wednesday. The rally will be held at the Liberty Arena located at 315 Hepburn Street in Williamsport. It will open for the event at 12 o'clock p.m. with the rally beginning at 3 o'clock p.m. To register to attend the event, visit donaldjtrump.com/events. The city of Wilkes-Barre hosted its first annual Babe Ruth Home Run Derby on Saturday at our park. The event marked the 8th anniversary of his visit to Wilkes-Barre in 1926, when he hit what is considered the longest recorded home run in baseball history. During the event, participants were invited to compete to see who hit the most home run and the most in the male and female categories. The awards for most home runs and longest home run of Dixon City and Rose Morgan's of Hanover Township. The competition between Luzerne County officials and City of Wilkes-Barre officials was also held, with the City of Wilkes-Barre taking home the trophy. The event was presented as a collaboration in the City of Wilkes-Barre and Visit Luzerne County. All proceeds from the event will benefit the Children's Miracle Network at Geisinger. Coming up on Weatherly's News Choice, Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Pittston, Part 1. Plus, we check in with Luzerne County Manager Romilda Crocomo on Crocomo's County Report. And right here on WYLN.
Penn State Hazleton is in the lives of others, starting a community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
fueling entrepreneurship, contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing. The strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Hi everybody. This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, an exciting show. Jen ruptured a disc at work. We got her better. She got an attorney, got settlement, and has a beautiful life. So check in on a great show this week.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. A Path Through History is sponsored by the Jail Museum, 128 West Broad Street in Jim Thorpe. Call 50325-5259 or visit them online at theoldjailmuseum.com.
Like many communities of the northeastern Susquehanna Valley, what is today Pittston was originally claimed by Connecticut as grants given to them by Charles II. They settled at the confluence of the Susquehanna rivers around city and gave their new community the name Pittstown in honor of prominent British parliamentarian William Pitt the Elder. Pitt, for whom it was also named, strongly supported the Americans' positions, and after the outbreak of the Revolution, he warned the British government that the colonies could not 1970 at the Battle of Wyoming, when British forces led by Colonel John Butler were by several hundred Native Americans, 300 American fighters. During this fight, the 24th Regiment, led by Captain Jeremiah Blanchard and Lieutenant Keyes, was defending Fort Pittston inside the boundaries of Pittstown. One day after the Battle of Wyoming, the fort's defenders were attacked by the British forces and were forced to surrender, but were granted the condition that they would not be harmed. To guarantee their safety, ranks painted black marks on the defenders' faces to identify them. The Fort Pittston after the settlers fled, most going back to Connecticut. 2 years later, in 1980, however, Patriot forces retook the fort and managed to hold it at the end of the war. A state historic marker marks Fort Pittston's location in town today. After the Revolution, another revolution broke out around Pittston, the Anthracite Revolution. Coal was first discovered around the new community in 1775, and like many adjoining towns, coal soon became its lifeblood. And the highway for getting Pittston's coal to market was the North Branch Canal, which opened along the Susquehanna in the early 1830s. At first, coal was mostly shipped southward down the canal to Baltimore. With the opening of the North Branch extension of the New York State line in 1858, however, it opened new markets in New York City and New England as well. this when Pittston from the adjacent Pittston and incorporate as a borough. John Hosey was elected as the town's first mayor. Other businesses sprout in the new borough as well. One prominent example was the Pittston Steel, which was founded in 1864. It developed many irons for both coal and wood burning, adapted internationally, such as the triangular, prismatic, and duplex. Another popular creation was the twin Pittston range, which was basically two stoves in one. For decades, Pittston Stove was a pillar of the town's business community, but its story came to an end on February 20, 1950, when one of the worst fires in the history of Pittston utterly gutted the factory. The building itself, however, and today is home to the Donuts outlet. Nor will those be the only goods to bear Pittston's name during the 19th century. Evan R. Jones Stoneware made pottery under the town's name in the 1870s and 1880s. Breweries would also take root in Pittston over the years, as was the case throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. One of these was founded as the Peter Daly Brewery in 1873. By 1878, it would become the H.R. Hughes & Company Brewery. It became part of the Central Pennsylvania Brewing Company conglomerate in 1896 and operated under its umbrella for the subsequent 10 years. Joseph H. Glenn purchased the brewery in 1907 and renamed it after himself. Products brewed under his guiding hand, including good old Glennon's Ale, Dutch-made beer, Glenn's Porter, and Mule Ale. The Joseph H. Glenn Brewery would be closed during Prohibition, but was reopened after it was repealed in 1933. It continued under various names, including Pittston Brewing Company and Yankee Brewing Company, until it closed in 1948. A second prominent Pittston brewery got started as the Union Brewery in 1866. George took over in 1875 and ran for the next 9 years. By 1888, it had taken on its best of the Howland King Brewery, and honor the two men who had originally founded the Union Brewery. Its products include Perfection Beer, Howland King Ale, and Perfection Bock. Like the Glen Brewery, Howland King would officially shut down during Prohibition, but brewing apparently continued in secret, as beer would be seized by authorities during brewery raids during the 13-year brewing hiatus. The brewery resumed operations after repeal and remained in business until 1939.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car lineup, vehicles in North Broad Street in West Hazelton, 570-454-7229. Sure is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renault, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-52600.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountain is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to things to watch PTN on WYLN.
Contact Pete Casalika for a home and auto quote today.
Come Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN is online all the time. Visit the site at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome to another edition of Crocomo's County Report. I'm Romilda Crocomo, and I am the Luzerne County Manager. And today I have a special guest with me. I'm very happy to have Councilman Greg Wyln here with me.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad that you're here. I want to get as many council members on the show with me so that we can bring your perspective to county government. So first of all, why don't you give a little background to the audience?
Sure, a little bit about myself. My name is Greg Wyln. I grew up in the Wilkes-Barre area, currently live in Hanover Township. GA in 2010, went to King's College, got my accounting degree, which really comes in handy when it comes to council-related matters because
do this time of year.
Absolutely, most of council is, dealing with the budget and financial issues that we face every day. I feel comfortable with those. And now I have time going around the county. I mean, I've done tours, I've gone to Pittston, spending time in southern Luzerne County. It's a great area, great people, and I love being here.
Great, great. And so you said you're a county major, and we just submitted our binder, our budget for the year. And Greg, I can tell you that Greg Wyln, over the last few years, has been very involved in promoting the budget and actually working the administration to really fine-tune the budget. What are you looking forward to this year for the budget?
Well, my first biggest thing is it's a zero tax increase, which is a great start. I mean, we like to fine-tune, to go through, comb through. You guys have seen the whole thing from start to finish.
Right.
But, I like to just take another look at it. I like to work with the division heads, department heads. And, communication with the departments and divisions is very important. And with you as county manager, we've had a great opportunity to do that. I feel comfortable going in and having those conversations and being able to talk to people. What we need the money for, because of course we want to provide the best services we can to Luzerne.
Right, right. It's very important that we are efficient, but we don't sacrifice services. And what else? You're on some committees, council committees?
Oh, absolutely. The Conservation District is probably one of my favorite. I go up to the back mountain every month. We do a lot of projects with waterways and making sure that people are following permits and coding for our conservation aspect of the county, making sure everything's taken care of. We're treating our environment well. That's very important to me. I'm also on the airport board, so we meet up there every month with the Lackawanna County Commissioners and Leanne, and we have a great time up there. We do a lot of great things, a lot of flights coming into the area, going to other areas of Florida and line, and we're having a great time. We're doing a lot of good things, and I'm loving it. Yeah,
doing great. And what is your vision?
My vision for Luzerne County is just being the best that we can be. I've grown up here, I've lived here my whole life, and I know a lot of people say, you don't always stay at home, you move away. I want to give people a reason to stay here. We got rocking the river, rocking the mountain, great things to keep families involved. Families are very important to me. Our children are very important to me. I want to make sure that we're getting the most for what we have, and I want to make sure that we keep promoting that and making sure we're paying down the debt, so that way in the future we have more resources to work with, so that way we can get more things done.
Well, I've really enjoyed working with you, and we share that vision of moving Luzerne County forward, and I look forward to spending more time working with you. That's another edition of Crocomo's County Report. Stay well.
Thank you.